Once you've logged in, it's going to bring you to the main Joomla control panel. From here you can access and control all of the features that you need to. The main display area will show you who's currently logged in, popular articles, recently added articles, and on the right, this section over here covers quick icons for most of the main activities that you need to access. You also have access over here to areas which we'll go into in more detail. Global configuration, which basically controls the setup of your site. System information. Clear cache, global check-in. If somebody's locked out and been working on a module and you need to access it, global check-in will allow you to do that. And then installing extensions, which is something you do in the setup phase, and mainly the type of thing that we cover for you. There's a section of drop-down menus at the top here. The first one, System, brings you back to the control panel if you're somewhere else. Access the global configuration, same as on the left-hand side, as is the global check-in, clear cache, purge expired cache, and system information. So these are mainly system areas and not necessarily things that you will have to access at all. The next section on the menu here is for managing and controlling users. Again, we will be going into this in more detail. This is basically where we can add new users to the system, change their user level, and create user groups. Again, features that we're going to go into at a later stage. Coming down, there's also the mass mail option here. Joomla will allow you to build up a membership system, and then this will give you the ability to mass mail out to those members. Next section across on the top menu is the menu manager. The menu manager helps you to create new menus as we help develop the site. And again, we'll go back through in detail. The content section allows you to create both articles and also to create categories to place those articles inside. Joomla works on a system of organizing within categories, which allows us access to many features such as the blog or category feature. Again, we'll cover this in more detail. We also have access to a feature called featured articles, which allows us to bring to the attention of visitors certain articles that we want to. The media manager covers images and videos, and again will be a section that we go through in more detail. Next menu across to the right is the components, and this is access to administration of extra components that help us expand Joomla's capabilities. Extensions cover modules as opposed to components. These are items that will do things that help us expand the content side of Joomla. And we've got access here to Extension Manager, Module Manager, Plugin Manager, Template Manager, which allows us to change the look and the layout of the site. Again, this is something that we tend to set up for you before we hand the site over to you. And then Language Manager, again, allows us access to multi-language options, both in the back end and the front end. The help section over here is something you can always go to access help for Joomla. The Joomla community is very sharing, and if there's any questions or queries that I've not been able to help you with, or I'm not available for any reason, then you know you can come here to answer your questions. On the right hand side over here is the user drop down menu. So super user will be the name, whoever's in there. Click on here and you can go straight to your account details, and of course the last option is the option to log out. So that's a quick overview of the control panel, the main control center. It's where you'll come into when you log in, and it's where you'll start most of your activities from.